God have constituted priests to offer up the keyword sacrifice. I'm going to go to the second part tonight on sacrifices. But let me mention some. Lift your hands. I feel the presence of God. The main cause, I can stay here for the whole week. The main cause is rejection of knowledge. You cannot be a priest as a woman, as men, as children, if you reject the word. Do you believe a service Sunday morning will be enough for you to learn to love your Jesus? You spend the whole week reading who's the last picture of the last magazine. But have you gone to the Bible and say, I am so thankful to my Lord. And as a priest, I'm going to give something to my high priest, Jesus, that he can have something to offer up to my Father. Okay, I want to hear that big amen on that. So the main cause why priesthood? The rejection of knowledge. Make a decision as a woman, as a man. You're a priest, both. You choose one difference. We both are called to govern, to rule. We both have authority. One difference. The main responsibility is the man. If you come to King Jesus ministry, that's what I teach. That's what the Bible teaches. The second reason why we lost and we have the absence of priesthood, the second reason, write it down please, a matriarchal curse in society. Matriarchal, what do you mean? Men abdicated, gave his authority to the woman. You pray. You worship. You give. Me? That's not my job. That's for women. That's the matriarchal spirit, a curse in church. I love those women when they pour their heart out before God and you see the man in the gym. I want to remind you, God will forget your children. The woman is pouring out at home. The woman is doing ministry. That's why you see absence of fathers in the family. Can I hear an amen, people? The Western thinking is brought the idea that all the things of God are related to women. Prayer, worship, giving, that is a curse. The majority of men don't see God. They don't pray, they don't worship. Why is that? Man has made the woman something that they're not designed to. You are a priest, but you're not called to take the responsibility. If she has to remind you, I don't want nobody moving, please. If she has to remind you to pray, if she has to remind you to tithe, because tithe is a sacrifice. If he has to remind you, can you lift your hand? You're not doing your function. And God said, I'm watching you and I will forget your children. Wow. Number 3. Oh, Jesus. Number 3. The spirit of Jezebel. Why we have absence of priesthood in church? Because the spirit of Jezebel. What do you mean? It's not a person. The spirit uses a person. But the spirit of Jezebel makes a man of garbage. This spirit, the main function is destroy priesthood. Meaning, instead of helping you to pray, instead of being a helper to see God, this spirit destroy manhood. This spirit destroy, and it makes man nothing, to the point that this spirit causes a man to be absent completely of his spiritual things. Can I hear an amen, people? This is powerful. This is powerful. I said this is powerful. Young people, hear me. Learn. Don't be impressed by sight. Don't be impressed by sights. Don't be impressed by cute, handsome. Be impressed by spiritual life. If somebody is a priest at home, if a young person is a strong priest at home, will be a good husband. Can I hear an amen, people? This spirit will destroy men's image, men's hood. That's why we see in church a unisex spirit. Lift your hands toward Jesus. I'm finishing. There's so much. Lift your hands to Jesus. Offer up. Offer up. Offer up. Need them. Take your seat. Can you look at me for a moment? Can you look at me for a moment? Who is a priest? Write it down. A priest is one that stands between God and the people. Lord, my son is in drugs. I stand before you. Have mercy on him. If you pray as priest, no matter your age, your culture, you must know your identity in prayer. In prayer and intercession, your identity is as a priest. You stand before God in behalf of the people, in behalf of your family. One of your children is sick, you stand. I'm talking to the man, I'm talking to the women. God, did you know that the second coming of Jesus is connected with the restoration of the priesthood? Why? Because one of the functions of a priest is to pray in behalf of the people. I pray for you. I pray for my family. There's so many prayers I've done that save you from death. There's so many things you have because I pray for you. My prayers, God hears me He hears you with a big difference. As a priest of my church, my authority is higher. Because I will intercede. I will pray in behalf. In the house, the highest authority. Who has it? The man, the husband. If the woman can intercede, yes. But the man has the highest authority. So his prayer, stand, God, have mercy on this stubborn son. Have mercy. I'm a stubborn daughter. I stood up. There has been times my wife had never, in 30 years, had never reminded me to pray, to come to church, to worship, to tithe. All those are spiritual sacrifices. She never reminded me. God sometime has woke me up at 3 a.m. in the morning. And the Lord said, pray for my bride. My bride is immature. Pray for them. One time, he said, there's some judgment. I've seen judgment upon some members of my church. And the Lord said, pray that I be merciful to them. Lights. Whoever's working the lights and doing their job. Can I hear an amen, people? Because I know my responsibility. Take yours. Take yours. Take your responsibility. You say, God, I will give my life for my family. I will cry out until I see all my children. Many of you, once the reward, you're desperate for your breakthrough, for a miracle, but you forget you're not doing your part. Somebody say, I do. Well, okay. A priest is someone who stands between the people and God. A priest, write it down, is the one that presents himself first before he presents himself before God. Romans chapter 12, verse 1. Look at me. Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. Wisdom key. A wisdom key.